Hi everyone, this is Kansas Raptor walking you through a quick and proper install of an EMP shield device in a 2023 Ford Bronco. This happens to be a Raptor, but since the installation is in the periphery of the engine bay, it really shouldn't matter what engine you have. First thing you should do is locate an area as far away from the battery as possible in the engine compartment and screw in your ground. Again, the further away from the battery, the better. This is so you don't have any arcing or any other issues if there is some type of high voltage discharge event. After I connected it, which this whole thing took about 10 minutes, I temporarily tucked the wire underneath that trim plate just below the windshield all the way across. Again, you can see it's a little loose there. That's not by design, but it's also not intended to be completely finished. Because after I install something like this, I let it sit for 4 or 5 days, see if there's anything I want to change. Then once I confirm that it's the way I like it, then I do the more permanent install. But for now, for the purposes of this video, this will suffice. After I connected that ground, ran it all the way back to here, and then I went ahead and made my connections at the negative and the positive terminal. The great thing about the Bronco battery setup, I'll show you here, is both terminals have a number of blank positions that you could easily unscrew and attach something and then screw it back in without having to splice or do anything clunky. Here's my install right here for the EMP shield. I'll close that up. Next thing I did was you have to search out where you want to put this thing. The best option I found, and it works really well, you can see the indicator light is green, is this little cavity underneath the driver's side fender. So I wipe that down with rubbing alcohol, and for anyone installing anything that has a self-adhering strip, be it weather insulation or in this case this piece of neoprene for vibration dampening, I highly recommend you use this 3M adhesion promoter 111. It used to be much more expensive than it is now. This is a 8.4 fluid ounce bottle. It's relatively inexpensive. Make sure you shake it first. So clean the area with rubbing alcohol, and then come back over it with the adhesion promoter. Let it sit for about 90 seconds or so, and then it's ready to go. So once the adhesion promoter set up, I peeled off the backing on this neoprene that I'm using as a vibration deadener, and also it allows for a more snug fit when I crank down on the zip tie. Once that was in place, I slid the EMP shield underneath the lip here into that cavity. The vibration dampening strip is under here. Cut the length. Then I just simply zip tied it down. You can see it's pretty solid, pretty secure. And once that was done, I then temporarily coiled up my wires to get them out of the way. I am a neat freak when it comes to doing aftermarket installations. But like I said, I usually like to let it marinate for a couple days, whatever the project is. And then once I confirm with myself that it's functioning the way I want it to and the positioning is correct, I'll then come back and coil these up and zip tie them and tuck them under the cavity here. There's a bracket, and it's a great place to tuck those wires. So again, EMP shield, quick install, done properly. Do not make the mistake of putting that ground too close to the battery. It should be on the opposite side of the engine compartment. There's plenty of length there where you won't have a problem. Hope this helps.